What is up, people? Convicted marketer Lawrence Aponte here, and boy, this is episode number 2 of the Mexico vlog, and it has already been 1 week since I've been here, and already I've seen so many different things throughout the city while I've been exploring, checking out different buildings and all the beautiful architecture that Mexico City has to offer. But in this episode, what I want to do is go over one thing that I have just found astonishing since I've been here. Honestly, I have been blown away, and that is from the sharing economy that Mexico City provides. And this is not only with like Airbnb, where people are actually sharing their homes, their apartments, their condominiums with other people, but this is also bicycles, where you can literally download an app and have a selection of bicycles where you can just pick up and go at any moment. There's also electric scooters. I've freaking been loving these electric scooters, zipping around the town, literally download an app, and you can have these scooters. And let me tell you, these little things are fast. They go about 15 miles per hour. And they have a pretty good range of about 16 miles. So, I mean, you can pretty much get from point A to point B pretty fast. Another thing that you can also rent on the fly with the sharing economy are mopeds, like these electric mopeds. And these electric mopeds are really nice because not only do you get the moped, but they include the insurance for the moped just in case an accident may happen. And they also include the helmet. You know, you want to wear a helmet whenever you ride these mopeds, and they look pretty cool. They're pretty stylish. They go about 35 miles per hour, and they have a range of about 20 miles. So you can do your grocery shopping and easily go where you need to go, because you just need to park these mopeds or scooters or bicycles in pretty much any designated area that are all throughout the city, and you just leave them there. So I've really been kind of blown away. And those mopeds, if you look, I'll probably have on the screen here the pricing, but they're very affordable, where it's only if you see on the screen it says $1, but that's actually 1 peso. So that's 1 peso and 2 pesos per minute. So depending whether or not you have a plan, the plans are like 199 pesos per month, which is about 10 bucks. So you could pay 10 bucks per month as a member and only pay 1 peso per minute, which is very cheap. Or you can just be a non-member and pay 2 pesos per minute, which is also cheap. So that's basically, do you want to pay 5 cents per minute, or do you want to pay 10 cents per minute? And there's 60 minutes in an hour, so 5 times 60, that's about $3 per hour if you're a member. And if you're not a member, it'll be about $6 per hour. So still very affordable if you just need something to kind of zip around the city. Download the app and you can literally get one of these electric scooters. Another thing that I've been doing these past couple of days is kind of going to different markets and seeing different stuff that people are hustling, right? Because at the end of the day, all these people are trying to make a living for themselves, whether they're selling fruit on the side of the road or whether they're selling fresh juices, tacos. I mean, all these people are just trying to make a living, and it's something that I truly admire, is the work ethic that I see the Mexican heritage has. And these markets are huge, and there's tons of stuff to see. You can literally get overwhelmed, and everybody is selling fruits and vegetables and meat and sauce and whatever you can imagine, they are selling it there. But I have had fun doing that. Definitely taking like the train. I ended up taking the subway one day, and the subway was neat. It was an experience, I can tell you that, because it was really packed at one point where we were kind of squished, like, very, very tight. But it's only 5 pesos to ride the train. Very, very cheap. Okay, so, and you can pretty much get anywhere in Mexico City that I see using like the Move It app. If you don't have that app, it's good for like public transportation. Another mode of transportation in Mexico City is basically like Uber and taxis. And I kind of did a comparison the other day where I was gonna originally just get an Uber and take the Uber, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a taxi. And the reason why was because Uber at the time was Uber works on an algorithm. The fares will vary up and down. So depending on how busy it is that time of day, the fare will be higher, as opposed to the taxi where he won't really fluctuate high in price. It'll kind of always be the same price unless there's a lot of traffic and they're charging per minute. So if I would have done the Uber, it would have costed me about 67 pesos to get to where I wanted to go. And by taking the taxi, it was about 52 pesos. So it was a little bit cheaper just to go the taxi route and do that. So I thought that was pretty neat. I came across the Palacio de Bellas Artes, which is a huge palace of beautiful art. And let me tell you, there was so many people just hanging outside around this palace. This palace is freaking huge, and it's very, 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 it just has this Spanish architecture towards it, something like Rome, but it just looks absolutely amazing. And there's a lot of people just kind of hanging out, just talking, just talking, you know, with other people and kind of conversing. There's people kind of out there drawing different paintings of like people just standing there. At one point I came across, there was literally like a protest and people were standing around, and there was a demonstration going on to, you know, go against human trafficking. And you seen like this lady that was dressed like a police officer, and she was holding like a woman with a chain and a rope around her neck, or excuse me, her face. And it looked pretty, like, if you didn't know what was going on, it looked very, very disturbing. But nonetheless, it was just a demonstration. And one thing I like about it is that the Palacio de Bellas Artes is actually connected to a park. And you know, this park is really, really huge. And like I said, there's a bunch of dogs all around, and there's people just hanging out. And one great thing about it is that Wi-Fi is free. So you can literally just connect to the server that's on the park, which I noticed that in a lot of these parks, if not all of the parks that I've been to, Wi-Fi is free. Along with like kind of like little monuments, you'll see a sign that says free Wi-Fi, and I guess it's basically provided by the city, and you know, it keeps everybody connected whether or not you have service. So I think that's pretty good way to go there for Mexico City. And yeah, basically, man, as each day passes, I just grow more and more in love with this city. It's definitely been a sleeper. I didn't know it was so modern but yet so cheap, where you can still get like 4 tacos for 50 cents, like super duper cheap. Like definitely loving the cheap street food, and people are very, very nice and very friendly and very welcoming. The entrepreneur spirit is very much alive, and I'm really, really digging that. On the next episode, I'm going to do a tour of here at the Wizard House. Really cool stuff that they have going on here. So stay tuned for that, because we will be having a party tomorrow. So I'll be having that footage on the next episode when I release this. It's going to be basically a Spaniard night. So we're going to bring out, I don't even know what we're going to bring out here, but the Wizard House, there's always something different going on. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is episode number 2 of the vlog. I didn't want to make it too long, but I did want to kind of show you the footage and keep you up to date of everything that I've been doing since I've been here in Mexico City. If you have any ideas on stuff as far as content, if you guys want me to drop anything that you want me to look at, I do plan on going to the pyramids, I believe today. So be on the lookout for that. It's definitely going to be a future episode where I show you some of the pyramid footage and the content, but we should be going to a nighttime showing of it, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. But if you haven't, hit that like button, also drop a comment down below, and if you are not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on. My name is Convicted Marketer Lawrence Aponte. till the next episode, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.